My mom and I had a great relationship when I was young. I always loved and cherished her. She took care of me and provided for all my needs. As a child, I observed how industrious she was. She would leave home early for work and return late at night. She left me in the care of maids, and I felt like I had it all. There was no father figure in my life because my mom and dad had me out of wedlock. The things my mom said about my dad were neither bad nor great. She played her cards well, ensuring she was seen as a good parent. As a kid, I didn't realize what she was doing. I saw my dad only once a year, with the excuse that he was too busy with his businesses to take care of me. Deep down, I longed for a change to live with my dad. I hadn't lived with him for the first 15 years of my life. My mom, who seemed to be there for me, wasn't always around. She often traveled abroad, sometimes staying away for 4 or 5 months before returning, only to leave again. I struggled in school with my grades falling. I wasn't an excellent student, just an average one who made others laugh and enjoyed good times. One day, after my mom had been home for 4 weeks following one of her long trips, I saw her packing.
"Mama, where are you going again?"
She paused, smiled at me, and said,
"Love, I have to go on a business trip.
"Can I come with you this time?"
You know you have school, and I need to work hard to take care of you."
She didn't know I had been suspended from school for poor behavior and academic performance. She wasn't aware of my struggles. When she left, I was heartbroken. I chased the car as it drove away, tears streaming down my face.
Lies about his fate, how he was the one to hate.
I grew strong against the odds. Life was rough, but I got scars. Turned my pain into a roar.
My sadness
Came
led
out
to an illness,
stronger even.
and my dad was called to come and pick me up. Early one morning, I heard a knock at the door and my dad's voice.
"How is Junior doing?"
Hearing his voice made me happy.
"I'm here to take him to my home."
I had mixed feelings. My mom's words echoed in my mind.
Your dad is too busy to take care of you.
It took hours for my dad to convince me to go with him. In the car, he asked,
"Son, why don't you want to live with me?"
"You're too busy to take care of me. I only see you once or twice a year."
And who told you I'm too busy to care for my only son? Your mum?"
I nodded. He explained how he tried to visit during my school vacations, but my mom always said I was unavailable, claiming I was traveling or staying with relatives. I was shocked.
"Me? Traveling?"
"So your mom leaves you behind when she travels?"
I nodded, and he seemed taken aback. When we arrived at his house, I met a young woman, my stepmother, and 3 girls, my half-sisters. My stepmother initially mistook me for a helper. My dad introduced me as his son and first child, and I was welcomed into the family. Days turned into weeks, and I began adjusting to my new life. I joined a new school, studied with my siblings, and learned discipline and structure. My dad, though busy, always made time for his family, returning home by 7 p.m. and limiting his trips abroad. I admired his balance. 5 months passed without a word from my mom. One day, I was called to the principal's office, where I saw her waiting.
Son, I miss you. How are you?
I was shocked and irritated by her sudden appearance.
"I'm sorry, Mom, but I don't miss you. What are you here for?"
I miss you and want to take you back.
"I'm not going back."
She tried to convince me with promises of moving to America, but I refused. My dad, seated calmly, smiled and said,
"My son has made his decision, and we must respect it, as I've always respected yours."
Many years passed. With my dad and stepmother's support, I grew into a successful man. I moved to America, pursued further education, and became a financial advisor for athletes, building a name for myself and my company. One day, my secretary informed me of an older woman wanting to see me. When she entered, I immediately recognized her, my mom.
Junior, I am your mum.
"My mom?" The last time I heard from her was over 22 years ago.
She apologized, admitting her mistakes, and said she didn't deserve to be called a mother. I told her I had forgiven her long ago and that her absence had been a turning point in my life. Her parting words stayed with me.
Never marry a woman like me.
She walked away, left me alone in shades of gray. Told me lies about his fate, how he was the one to hate.
I grew strong against the odds. Life was rough, but I got scars. Turned my pain into a roar. Came out stronger even more. Now I'm shining like a star. She shows up from near and far, knocking on my door again, but my heart knows who's to blame.
Torment and the hell. She can't take what I have built. Love for life is what I felt.
She stands there with her empty hands, hoping for a second chance. But the past it can't erase. Truth is written on my face. Now I'm shining like a star. She shows up from near and far, knocking on my door again, but my heart knows who's to blame. Shows up from near and far, knocking on my door again, but my heart knows who's to blame.
Success is mine, I earned it well. Through the torment and the hell, she can't take what I have built. Love for life is what I felt.